to Two Healing Minds, a place where we talk openly about mental health. Beyond the silence, 5 ways to tackle mental health stigma head-on. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel supporting mental health awareness and practices. It's an unseen burden that many bear, often without uttering a word. Mental health stigma is a societal ailment, a collection of detrimental beliefs that society or an individual has towards mental health conditions. It's a somber haze that overshadows conversations about mental welfare, erecting barriers to understanding, empathy, and acceptance. It's a situation that can heighten feelings of isolation, misunderstanding, or even shame among those affected. But why should this be the norm? Mental health is as important as physical health, and it's about time we acknowledge this. In this video, we're going to unravel this pressing issue and shed light on it. We'll share 5 powerful strategies to combat mental health stigma, disassemble these barriers, and cultivate a more empathetic, understanding society. If you're carrying this burden, know that there are ways to lighten it. Knowledge is power, and it is our most powerful weapon in combating mental health stigma. So how do we utilize this tool? It begins with self-education. Immerse yourself in the abundance of materials available on the internet, within books, and via healthcare providers. Learn about the various mental health disorders, their causes, and treatment options. Recognize that mental health issues are not a choice, but rather a challenge that many people face. Now that we have this understanding, we can spread it. You may be wondering, how? There are several options. Social media, for instance, is a strong medium for raising community groups, both virtual and physical. Also offer outlets to share what you've discovered. And let's not overlook the influence of a casual chat with friends and family. When we enlighten others, we're doing more than just spreading factual information. We're debunking myths and misconceptions that feed. We're nurturing a more educated and sympathetic society, one that comprehends mental health is neither a weakness nor a failure, but a part of the human journey. Do not forget the personal impact of self-education. If you're dealing with mental health issues, knowledge can give you the confidence to seek help and find effective solutions. If you're assisting a loved one, comprehending their obstacles can make you a more effective supporter. In knowledge, we debunk myths and cultivate compassion. Remember, education is a powerful weapon, and it's at our disposal. Let's mobilize it to dismantle the barricades of mental health stigma. Our personal narratives hold immense strength, serving as catalysts to break the barriers of stigma. The act of sharing personal journeys is a highly effective tool in combating the stigma associated with mental health. Every story, every personal encounter, helps to personalize mental health issues, changing them from vague theories to tangible truths. Think about this. When we unveil our mental health stories, we disclose the harsh, unfiltered reality that these conditions can impact anyone. We demonstrate that mental health problems do not indicate weakness or a personality defect, but are a part of being human. Such candidness defies stereotypes and cultivates empathy, generating a wave of change that can significantly modify perceptions. So, where can we tell our stories? The potential avenues are as diverse as the stories themselves. Trustworthy individuals in our lives, family, friends, therapists, can provide a safe zone for sharing. Social media platforms also offer a broad platform for disclosure, reaching an infinite number of individuals worldwide. Keeping a journal can also be a healing method to articulate our experiences, and authoring articles for publications can broaden awareness to a larger audience. But remember, sharing is not solely about speaking, it's about listening too. When we pay attention to someone else's narrative, we acknowledge their experiences, we extend empathy, and we reassure them that they are not alone. By revealing our personal stories, we reassure others, and ourselves, that no one is solitary in their journey. Promoting inclusivity is instrumental in shaping a stigma-free society. As we traverse through our daily lives, it's crucial to bear in mind that each exchange, each dialogue we participate in, offers an opportunity to nurture a more embracing world. Picture a scenario where we could cultivate a setting of inclusivity everywhere we go, at home, at work, with family, friends, neighbors, or even strangers. How impactful could that be? It's about viewing mental health discussions as commonplace as talking about the weather or the latest movie. In doing so, we're making these conversations normal. We're eradicating the negative label that has clung to mental health for an extended period. So, how do we achieve this? Initiate by fostering open dialogues about mental health. Provoke curiosity, share personal stories, exude empathy. If someone in your life is silent, check on their well-being. If someone appears to be acting differently in proximity to wherever you may be, reassure them of your presence or help. At work, managers can establish secure environments for employees to voice their mental health worries. We can champion for mental health leaves of absence, for supportive regulations, for acceptance instead of criticism. Within our social networks, we can be the initiators of mental health conversations. We can circulate articles, suggest books, or merely share our personal stories. Promoting inclusivity is not a single act, but a persistent endeavor. It's about nurturing understanding, encouraging empathy, and most vitally, reassuring each other that it's perfectly fine to not be okay or feeling happy all the time. The more we embrace inclusivity, the more we make mental health conversations a norm in daily life. Let's stride towards a stigma-free world, one conversation at a time. Challenging stereotypes, barriers that need to be broken. Stereotypes are instrumental in fueling mental health stigma. They frequently present a skewed, oversimplified image of what mental health disorders are, leading to misconceptions and bias. How do we confront these stereotypes? Primarily by addressing incorrect information whenever it arises. If we overhear someone spreading a stereotype about mental health, we need to calmly yet assertively correct them. Next, by standing up against stigmatizing language. Word selection is crucial. We need to consider our words wisely and prompt others to follow suit. Lastly, by encouraging accurate and empathetic representations of mental health in the media. Let's applaud the books, movies, and TV dramas that portray mental health disorders with precision and empathy. Let's disseminate these positive portrayals within our communities, increasing their scope and effect. By challenging stereotypes, we start to rewrite the mental health narrative. Taking a stand can create change, and standing up for mental health programs is an excellent beginning. These programs, be they community support groups, national charities, or international movements, all work towards promoting understanding, compassion, and acceptance of mental health issues. Participating can take on many shapes. You could choose to donate your time as a volunteer, aiding with events, outreach, or administrative duties. Alternatively, you might assist in fundraising by organizing a charity run, a bake sale, or a digital crowdfunding initiative. You can support or participate in mental health groups and support and share channels such as this one. Every little bit of effort, no matter how insignificant it appears, makes a difference. Your active participation sends a strong signal. It declares that you acknowledge the value of mental health and you're devoted to dismantling the walls of stigma. It also offers a beacon of hope for those who are battling, reassuring them that they're not alone. By standing up for mental health programs, we aid in creating a more compassionate and accepting world. Remember, we all have a role to play in combating mental health stigma. By educating ourselves and others, sharing personal stories, promoting inclusivity, challenging stereotypes, and supporting mental health initiatives, we each contribute to a more understanding and compassionate society. It's about empathy, understanding, and action. These 5 steps are not exhaustive, but they provide a solid foundation for change. Together, we can lift the weight of mental health stigma and create a more compassionate world. What are some ways you know that can change mental health stigma? Please share below in the comments. Your story, your voice matters in this conversation. We hope you found this video informative and empowering. We encourage you to share your thoughts, experiences, and ideas in the comments below. By sharing, you help to foster a community that understands and empathizes with mental health struggles. Remember, your story might resonate with someone else and make them feel less alone. Let's continue the conversation and work together in lifting the weight of mental health stigma. Please share in the comments below. Your voice matters.